What's up, everybody? It's Pac-Man from Drunk Monkey Garage. Today we're back working on the mini toolbox that we're going to be giving away once Jeremy Diamond at Diamond Custom Paint reaches 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be doing a special live event to give these toolboxes away. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications of future videos on this project and the competition. That being said, head over to Jeremy's page over at Diamond Custom Paint and subscribe to him so you'll be entered in a chance to win one of these toolboxes. What we're going to do today is a water droplet effect behind the flames. I thought with the flames it'd be really cool to put some water drops behind it. And to do that, we're going to use just a spray bottle with regular water in it. There's nothing special about that water, it's just tap water. We're just going to use this to make the water droplets. And then 2 contrasting colors of spray paint. This is just cheap, flat spray paint. I got black for one angle, and then I got a white for the other angle. What this does is creates highlights and shadows and makes the water droplets look like they're 3-dimensional. I'm going to get the camera set up so I can give you guys a good vantage point of doing the water droplet effect so you can see how I do it. And we'll be right back. So what we're going to do is start out with our water bottle. I just have one of these pump water, garden water bottles. We're going to adjust our spray so we get the biggest water droplets we can get. And we're just going to spray this across. Get some water droplets on there, just like that. What we're going to do is very lightly and a very steep angle, we're just going to mist some black underneath this to give it some shading, and we're not going to spray it hard enough to disturb the water droplets. So we're going to stay pretty far away, and we're going to spray at an extreme angle just to get a light dusting of paint on these water droplets. All right. The next step is to go from the opposite angle with some white and do the same technique. So we're going to come on this side, stay far away, and just a light mist over all this. And that's it. The rest of the process is to let these water droplets evaporate, and what that's going to do is lay the paint in that orientation down on the panel. So we're going to let this dry for probably quite a while. It's not too awfully warm. It's about 74 degrees right now, so we'll give this plenty of time to evaporate, and once it's all the liquid's gone, we'll be ready to move on to the other panels. When using this technique, you want to make sure whatever you're painting is in an area where it won't be disturbed for at least a couple of hours. You don't want any wind or any movement to disturb the water droplets, because you need those to dry in place without being moved. If they move, then the effect is kind of ruined. It doesn't look as good. So we're going to let this sit for a couple of hours, and once it dries, I'll give you guys a really good close-up on what it looks like when it's done. And then we'll move on to the two side panels that I have the flames on. So I've used this water drop effect on a couple of test panels before, a couple of art projects. I really like it because it's quick, simple. The longest part of it is waiting for the water to evaporate, but it's a very simple technique and it adds a lot of dimension to whatever you're working on. I did turn on a heat lamp in the booth just to heat things up in there a little bit and let that water evaporate a little faster. One thing you don't want to do is use a heat gun or any kind of air source to blow it. That will disrupt the water droplets and make the paint effect not as good. With that being said, I've got a little something up my sleeve to really make those water droplets stand out. So stay tuned. So this is the water droplet effect. I'll show you right here. It's totally dry. And those are not raised up. They're totally flat, but they look like 3D water droplets. Now, this is flat paint that I put on here as a mist coat, so it's got a pretty dull appearance right now, but once we clear this, it'll sparkle and shine like it was before, but it'll have water droplets on it. Now we wait for another couple hours for this one to dry. All right, so we've completed our water droplet effect. It's looking really good. I like the way it looks next to those flames. Right now we're gonna take it over the top a little bit, cover it with a little bit of candy, just to give it some extra flash. So with 3 simple steps, we've created a water effect behind the flames here. I covered it with candy gold. Wanted to give it kind of a beer look. So let's get to untaping this and see what we've got. So I'm going to do this real carefully, and hopefully we won't pull up any of the candy underneath. So that's how I do my water drop effect. I use 3 simple products. It's an easy thing to do. The hardest thing is waiting for the water to evaporate. Once we have this cleared, it's going to really sparkle and shine, and the water droplets will really stand out, and I think it's going to look really good. We're in the home stretch with this toolbox now. I'm going to do something a little special with the top, the crystal on the top. I'm going to try something new with that. We'll see how that works out. But for this video, I think we're done. We're going to get some clear on this tonight, let that dry overnight, and then take it from there. If you're enjoying our content, you're enjoying this paint off, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon for notifications on future videos in this paint off. While you're at it, head over to Diamond Custom Paint, subscribe to his channel. Once he hits 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna give both of these toolboxes away. So make sure you stay tuned to his channel as well. And until next time, cheers.